Welcome back everyone to episode 29 of my Final Fantasy VI extended look / complete playthrough. In the previous episode, we did manage to make our way through the Phoenix Cave and get Locke back into the party. And as I had mentioned, I believe in the previous episode, or maybe it was 2 episodes ago, I was going to spend a little bit of time between episodes going forward, either grinding for experience or trying to pick up some equipment that we may need to go forward in the game with the best equipment possible. In between episodes, what I did do is I went out and did a little bit of farming for some equipment. Very specifically, I was looking for impartisans, which we have 5 of right now, tortoise shields, which we have 6, saucers, which we only have 2, but we are going to be fixing that, and reed cloaks. Now, what are all those items and why are they important? Those are the pieces of equipment that you can give to a character that has been turned into an imp. And those pieces of equipment are designed specifically to be worn in the imp status. In particular, the armor pieces, the reed cloak, the saucer, and the tortoise shield, give you not only an absorption for water-based attacks, but in combination, all 3 of those pieces, when you're an imp, give you the maximum amount of defense. We're talking 255 out of 255. They also give you a ton of evasion, both physical and magical evasion. And the impartisan is one of the stronger weapons in the game if you are an imp. I believe it'll put you well over 200, maybe not the full 255 for damage potential. So that stuff is very good if you're an imp. Well, if you're playing the game, you probably don't want to be an imp very often because you can only attack. That is your only option. However, we do have a fight coming up in the very near future where being an imp would probably benefit us, particularly for the water absorption ability. So we're going to spend a little bit of time at the Coliseum, which I am parked outside of, to convert 2 of those tortoise shields into saucers so that we have 4 of every piece of equipment that you can wear as an imp. We're going to trade in one of the impartisans for a very important piece of equipment for Realm, and we're going to trade in a regal gown for a piece of equipment that can be worn by both Celeste and Terra. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to get 2 of them. However, the piece of equipment you get from trading this, the Minerva Bustier, you actually can find another one inside of Kefka's tower. We're probably not going to get to that anytime soon, but we can certainly trade in the rest of the equipment that we do have here to try to get the best equipment that we can. I'm not going to sort. I want to leave those at the very top. Once again, we're going to be using Shadow to do a good chunk of the work in the Coliseum fights. He currently has an ice shield because one of the enemies that we're going to have to fight in order to trade in those tortoise shields is a Mood-Sood, M-U-U-D-S-U-U-D, and he does ice-based attacks. He can also do an instant death attack. If that does happen and I'm struggling to get the kill, we may end up changing his current equipment and adding the memento ring that does block death. We're going to pause and do a quick save so I don't have to reload the game. We can just pick right back up there. Let's go ahead and trade in a tortoise shield. There's the Mood-Sood. And let's see if Shadow can do this. He does have a ton of health. 25,000 hit points, so this is going to be a very long fight. Ice shield doing its work. Shadow doing what he should be doing, which is jumping in the air. Ooh, big hits. 8,000 hit points down. And Mood-Sood is wasting his turns on dumb stuff, which means Shadow has to follow suit and do dumb stuff as well. Nice block. Jump, please. Get in the air. Don't do magic, you idiot. Even if that hit pretty well. Get up in the air. Up, 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 up. Oh, God. The biggest problem with the Coliseum. They should have let you do the commands yourself instead of just making an auto battle. Well, if this hits, I guess it would help. It hit. Now Shadow, Use your legs and jump, man. Oh, come on, man. And he's doing dumb stuff. This is not going to help you. You have a free chance to do some serious damage. Do it. There you go. Big hit. Come on. Give me 3 at least. That was only 2. But now he's down to maybe about 8,000 hit points, so the next jump should do it if he does jump. And of course he didn't. You're a moron. He's going to get hit with this instant death attack. I think he does blaster. Go get him, interceptor! Big hit. It's over. We won. Unfortunately, I don't think the Mood Sud does die from an instant death attack himself. The Ichigeki would be very useful in that regard if that was the case. Alright, so we have one of the 2 saucers we wanted to pick up. In total, we have 3. We want 1 more for a full party of imps going into this fight coming up in the near future. Alright, go ahead and save state. Very good. Jump into the fight. Alright, this went pretty well last time. We'll go ahead and give it another try. If it gets hit with blaster, we may be in trouble. You missed. Alright. Uh-oh. Ah, damn it. I should have known that was going to happen at some point. Alright, go ahead and redo it. If he continues doing that, we can always swap his dragon horn out for a memento ring. Hopefully that won't be necessary. 4. Give me 4, Shadow. 4 bounces. 1, 2, 3. Ow. Well, 3's not bad. It's 12,000 hit points, so he's a little less than halfway to death. And we got another jump. Very good. Give me another 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's got to be so close. He's got like a handful of hit points left. Do it. That's fine if it hits. That's it. All right, we got it. So we have the saucers. We're going to go ahead and do another quick save. Okay. And now we want to try to trade in 1 impartisan. We have to fight a were dragon. This should not be a very difficult battle, but we'll see. Stupid things happen sometimes on easy fights. Were dragons don't have a ton of health. They only have 3,000, so if I land 1 hit, it's over. It's over. And now we get Cat Ear Hood. That is the best piece of headgear for Realm in the entire game. Not only does it have some very important effects for nullifying magic. Let's see if we can find it. Where is it? All the way at the bottom, probably? No, not quite. Oh, Lord, where did it go? I have no idea where it would have sorted to. That's fine. We can worry about it after we get the Minerva Bustier. Now, I think this is going to be the most difficult fight, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check here. Yes, so we have to fight a Tonberry in order to get... Oh, excuse me, not that. Let me double check. Where are we going? Oh, we have to fight a Death Machine. All right, so this may be one of those times where I do want to change his equipment for the memento ring, so we'll lose the dragon horn. This prevents instant death, petrification, and zombies, so that should help out. Not a guarantee. But the move set for the death machine, I believe, is literally just death. That's all it does, is it just casts death over and over. Alright, Regal Gown. There's Death Machine. And I don't think he has a ton of health either. I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, it did. Aha, you missed. You missed. Yeah, all he does is death attacks, blaster, and one physical hit. And it's over. There we go. We got our Minerva Bustier, one of the two that we're going to end up with in the entire game. Let's sort and find that cat ear hood so we can look at it real quick. There it is. So it halves the damage from basically every elemental spell that can be thrown at Realm. In addition, as it says at the bottom there, it doubles the amount of money you obtain after every battle. Now there's an important exploit in this game that you can take advantage of. There is an enemy that was out at Mount Zozo called the Gold Bear, and the Gold Bear does this thing where every time you hit him, he will counter by stealing money from you. And if you defeat him before he runs off with the money that he steals, and he usually steals a very large amount of money every time. He steals about 8,000 every time he does his steal. When you kill him, all of that money that he stole gets doubled if you have Realm in the party and she's wearing the cat ear hood. So that is a very easy and fast way to double your cash every single fight. Anyway, we got the equipment that we were looking for. We have a couple of different areas we're going to try to hit up in this episode. Like I had mentioned in the previous episode that we had taken down 3 of the legendary dragons, of which there are 8 in total. One of them is a very easy one to reach. You simply go to the Opera House, which is still standing. And the Earth Dragon just happens to be standing right in the middle of the stage where you had gone and performed the play earlier in the game. Alright, so I think we'll re-optimize you. The game's going to tell me that the Black Cowl is the best piece of equipment that he can wear, but in fact the circlet is better. As you can see, it takes 1 point of defense away, but it adds to his strength, speed, stamina, magic, and magic defense. So I'm not sure why they decided to make that the best piece of equipment. I did go ahead and put circlets on Gogo and Locke there. That is something I bought between episodes, as well as some oath veils for both Celeste and Terra. And I think I just got defensive equipment. I don't think I got any offensive equipment. Before we go into the fight, let's see if we can cast Float. We can. The dragon in here is an Earth Dragon, so one of the things that he will probably try to do is he'll try to hit us with Quake, and if you're not on the ground, the hit can't hit you. That simple. Let's go ahead and save. And I think we're just going to try a straight-up physical brawl with this character. Not too worried about losing if we have to come back. With a set of Gaia gear on every single character, we can make this a very quick and easy fight. Oh, this is no good. No good at all. Please, go talk to the impresario. Which I'm assuming is up on the mezzanine like he usually is. Yep, there he is. Oh dear, there's a dragon sitting smack in the middle of my stage. What'll I do? You'll let me go fight him. I think I can just run out there, right? Don't touch the wrong switch or you'll be in for a surprise. You mean like that? Oops. Come get it. Alright, here we go. We're fighting the Earth Dragon. And there you go. That's why you don't want to go into this fight without using float. We're going to see if he has anything worth stealing, and if he doesn't, we'll just keep fighting. I have no idea what he has. Cyan is equipped with a Genji Glove and 2 Murakumos now, so he does get to steal, or get to hit twice with every hit, and it does quite a bit of damage, so. Honed Tusk. Nice block, Shadow. Good jump. Steal. 50 Gs. Are we all about to fall to the ground? Yes, we are. Alright, well, let's take care of that real quick. Float, 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 float. Oh, you dummy! You were supposed to cast that on everyone! I hope he doesn't use Quake before I can get this off. There we go. Steal, please. Attack. You got nothing, kid. Steal. The advantage of having Go-Go in the party here is you have 2 different chances to steal every turn. Steal. Uh-oh. Cyan's down. Oh, big hit. Alright, well, let's, that's not gonna hit anyone. And Cura. Use it on Cyan. He's gonna need it. Hopefully Shadow won't be hit before he gets a chance to heal himself. Steal. Magic. An X potion. That was not worth all the effort. Alright, well, at least we can focus on killing him now. Shadow up in the air, buddy. Alright. Let's go ahead and do a Phantom Rush. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we'll have to take our next turn and float again. Get it off. Quick, 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 quick. Ouch. Ah, wasn't too bad. It's over. That easy. And I'm not sure what our reward for killing him is. Well, magic points are always nice. A Magus Rod. So that's one of the best rods you can get for either Realm or Strago. We only have 4 dragons left to kill. Looks like you saved the day for us once again. And that's all he has to say. Pretty terse there, because there's really nothing left for you to do in the Opera House at this point. You know, before we do that, I was about to try to heal everyone with a tent. Let's do something we have not done at all since we got Shadow back in the party. We're going to go to a town and sleep in an inn. There is a 1 in, I don't know if it's 32, 64, maybe 1 in 8 chance when you sleep in an inn with Shadow in the party that you see one of his flashbacks to his early days when he wasn't just a ninja. Let's go ahead and sleep. You'll know if you hear the chime if it happens. It didn't happen. If you hear that chime before you see any cutscenes, it means he didn't have the dream that night. And I believe it works at any inn. It does not have to be a specific one. Now, that said, I have been wrong about stuff in the past. One of the things that I've been wrong about is the fact that even though Umaro can equip a bone club and a snow scarf, he actually has those equipped inherently. You never have to actually physically equip Umaro with those pieces of equipment. That's good news and bad news. The bad news is I wasted time trying to pick up a bone club that I didn't need to pick up because he already had one. The good news is I was worried I was going to have to get a third snow scarf to give to him. Since he already has one equipped inherently, we only needed to get 2 more, which were given both to Mog and Gal. The only other 2 people can use them. So they have their best armor for the game. Speaking of best equipment for the game, I have been keeping a list of all the equipment that I wanted to pick up for every character as part of their optimal equipment set. We have pretty much gotten every piece of equipment that we need for everyone in the game, with maybe a handful of exceptions, at least for armor. We did get the cat ear hood, which is something that I needed, and the Minerva Bustier. Those are 2 pieces of defensive equipment that are the best for Realm and Terra and Celeste. We also need to, at some point, get the Paladin's shield, which is going to take a little bit of grinding, and we're going to go ahead and head in the direction of that item right now, as well as a piece of armor called the Mirage Vest that we're going to give to Locke. That one's going to take a little bit of finagling because we will have to steal 1 piece of equipment from a boss, and that's not a guaranteed steal. And we're going to have to gamble the piece of equipment, the Thornlit, that we get from that boss in the Coliseum to get the Mirage Vest. That's the only way you can get it. Alright, so that's the Cave of Narshe right there. Important to note, in between episodes, I did have another encounter with Death Gaze, which is the boss that flies around in the sky and will randomly attack you while you are flying. I ran away, did not fight him. If we can do it, I'm going to try to capture it on camera here instead of fighting him off screen. Unfortunately, you don't have any control over when he will attack you. He just does it whenever you roll whatever random number that you would have to roll while you're in the airship and flying around. Technically, you don't have to be flying around in order to engage the fight. Death Gaze will actually attack your ship if you're in the sky and not in a menu. You don't even have to move. He'll just randomly start a fight with you. So, one of the things that we avoided doing when we first came here earlier to pick up Mog and Umaro is we avoided all of the buildings in the town. The reason for that is most of the doors in town were locked. It just so happens that Locke can pick all of those locks because his name is Locke. There we go. There's no guarantee that all of these buildings are going to have anything of use, but there are 2 very critical items that we needed to get in order to complete our journey in Narshe. Also, it is a little bit sad to note this, but the 2 big strongholds in the game that were on your side in the World of Balance, which were Narshe, and I would say the Returners / Figaro Castle. Figaro Castle did manage to survive. However, Narshe is completely empty, which you would have to assume means that when Kefka assumed the role of the new god of this world, he set his sights on Narshe and wiped it out. You also don't, if I'm not mistaken, with maybe 1 or 2 exceptions, you don't see any more returners. Bannon is gone. The chief of this town, the mayor, whatever his role was, gone. Arvis, the first character that you see that's not the Imperial soldiers or Terra, he's gone. They're all dead, probably. Alright, so this one's open, but I don't know if there's anything in here. I think... You could pick up, if you hadn't already done it, I think you can pick up the Hypno Crown. That's the piece of equipment that was on Terra's head at the very beginning of the game. Again, the town is basically empty, so you can't even shop for items. Also, you get that funeral dirge song that was playing at the very beginning of our journey in the world of ruin. Jump, buddy. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. The beauty of Mimic is he will mimic a jump attack even without a pair of Dragoon boots on. Not that he does a ton of damage while he's wearing that, or when he's doing that attack, but he gets off the ground, and that's the important part, so he can't take any damage. Alright, I don't know if there's anything here. Nope. Again, I think the place we really need to go is actually right here and this building up here. Because this is the one that had nothing in it in the world of balance. And I theorized that was because this is more important in the world of ruin when you come back here. And, yep, there it is. This may be the mayor. Cough, here, take it. The cursed shield. If only there was a way to lift the curse, it would be the finest shield in the world. So what that is, we'll go ahead and take a look at it real quick. There it is up there. A blood-stained shield that inflicts various status ailments, and I don't believe you can mask any of them. You put that on, you do start taking all of the debuff effects immediately. It also subtracts your strength, speed, stamina, and magic. So why would you use this? If you have this equipped on a character that survives 255 battles with it equipped, it transforms into the Paladin Shield. And the Paladin Shield is the best shield in the game. In addition, I believe it teaches you Ultima while it's equipped. So it is one of the few ways that you can learn that spell. It might be a different spell. I believe it is Ultima. That is something that you would want to do in a controlled area where you have an easy battle against an enemy that you can kill very quickly, because the character that is affected by the curse shield is actually doomed at the outset of the fight. So if you don't beat the enemy before they die, I don't believe that fight counts towards your 255 wins. Will we be doing that on camera? No, we won't. I will almost certainly do that off camera. Just find an area with an easy fight to finish quickly, get through it all the way, and then I'll try to come back either right before we finish it, if I'm counting them. I hope I'm counting them. Or I may just, come back on camera when I've gotten it turned to the Paladin Shield. That kind of stipulation for converting at 255 battles is the kind of thing that you would only see in some of the earlier RPGs where they assume people love getting into fight after fight after fight after fight. And nowadays, I think people have learned that maybe that's not the best use of your time. Alright, not the relic shop. Or if it is, I'm not sure where. There's one other thing it might be. If it's not in one of the item shops, and it might be. If it's not in here, it might be in the treasure room. But I think that item box was already opened once. Oh, here it is. I've been waiting for you. I wanted to give you this. Wah, 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 wah. I ran a weapon shop for 70 years, but I've never felt a power like the one I feel in this stone. If I were to grind it down to the shape of a blade, I'm sure it would make a very powerful weapon. What do you say? Shall I make a sword out of it? If you turn it into a sword, it is one of the best swords in the game. However, you lose the ability to get the Ragnarok magicite, which has two very important uses. Number one, it teaches you, if it's not meltdown, it might be Ultima. I'm not 100% on that. But second, you lose the special attack that Ragnarok does, where a giant blade shoots down from the sky, stabs into the ground, and does a move called Morph. Morph, depending on what enemy you're fighting and use it on, has a chance to convert some enemies into some very, very important equipment. So we are not going to ask him to turn it into a sword. We're going to get the magicite. All right. There we go. I'm staying here. Narshe is my home. Okay, see ya. And I think that was everything that you could get out of the town once you have Locke back. We can check the rest of the buildings, but I don't know if there's anything else really. The treasure room, that might be it. That's the only other place there might be anything of use. Also, I'm going to check my character's spell status, see if any of them need to change. Alright, let's see where everyone's at. He's still learning death. You are... Looks like you're done with Seraph. He was learning Asuna and Raze, I think. Let's see what else you need to learn, bud. Fire and Drain. And you're going to learn Fire faster through Ifrit, so let's go ahead and give him that. Phantom teaches Vanish, right? Yep, Vanish. He might be done. He is. Give him Carbuncle. He can learn a couple spells from that. And you don't need to give anything to Gogo. Gogo will know how to use any spell for any character that's in the party, as long as you have that set as one of his abilities. And I don't think we had gone over this in a previous episode. The way you set the commands for Gogo is you go into the status page, and then they allow you to pick whatever ones you wanted. I chose Blitz because it does have the really strong physical attacks, and Rage because it has multi-targeting attacks that you can choose on from whatever you want. He knows everything Gal knows. And then finally I gave him Steel because it helps me pick up items, at least it did while Locke was not a part of the party. Locke is a little bit better at stealing because his speed is at 56, whereas Gogo's is only 36, and speed is the primary stat that affects your ability to steal. But you can also put on a Thief's Bracer or a Thief's Glove, a Thief's Bracer. That also affects your ability to steal. In addition to enemy level, if the enemy level is lower, you have a better chance of getting an item. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish up what we were going to search here in town. We'll check the one treasure room and then go ahead and leave. Just go ahead and fight, 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 fight. I'm not trying to keep anyone alive, so what we may end up doing is, real quick, I did give both Locke and Gogo a pair of Miracle Shoes, because we were trying to farm for those imp-based items earlier, and I didn't want to kill the targets before we got a chance to take their items. But we can go ahead and put a Brigand's Glove on Locke. And I think that's the only one we have. So Gogo will do without. It's alright, I think stat-wise, he's weaker. Yeah, because Locke does way more damage with his weapon. He does have a wing edge on right now. I know we talked about this in a previous episode. He does have a chance to do the seesaw combo, which is basically if you give him an Ultima weapon and the Valiant knife that he found in the Phoenix Cave, and he has both of those equipped at the same time, his damage will always balance based on how much health he has. Ultima weapon does more damage if he has close to max health, and the Valiant knife does more damage if you lose health. So it kind of swings one way or the other depending on what your health is, but it always stays very high depending on your hit points. All right, let's see if there was anything left behind in here. The answer is yes, maybe. Nope. That was where the gold hairpin was. I think if you screwed up and did not come in here before you left the World of Balance, you can get the gold hairpin, but I might be wrong. I meant to mug there. That's right. And we'll have Go-Go Mimic. I think he'll do a mug as well. I guess we'll find out in a second. He does. There you go. So we don't have to give him a brigand's glove as long as he follows Locke's command immediately. He'll do the same thing. He'll do a mug. We'll make Locke heal everyone. Also, and I don't think we talked about this in previous episode, we did pick up Phoenix, which teaches you Arise. That is one of the more useful ones in the game. You cast it on a character before they die, and if they do die, they fully... I think that's how it works. I might be wrong on that. It does say it revives you and fully restores health, so I might be... Oh, re-raise is what I'm thinking of. So if you cast re-raise on a character before they die, and they die, it'll revive them, basically. This also gives you Curaga and Furaga, which are the third level of Cure and Fire. So this is a very good one to learn if you have a character that is already finished with some of the spells they were working on. But I think everyone here is done. Oh, and let's find out what Ragnarok teaches you. It teaches Ultima. Okay. I think there is one Esper in the game that teaches Meltdown, but I don't remember which one it is. Alright, so we had one more thing we were going to try to do. This might end up being a little bit of a shorter episode. I guess it depends on how hard it is to get into the fight that we're trying to get to and how hard it is to finish it. If it's a very quick one, we might go to one more area of the game and try to farm for another one of the new bosses that were added as part of the Game Boy Advance version of the game. And in fact, we're going to fight one of those bosses right now, as soon as we get out of here. I think all four of them give you a new Esper if you beat them. Some are going to be far more useful than others. Okay, we want to cure everyone up real quick. Oh, come on, I took one step. These idiots. Alright, let's do a Razor Gale. All four of these frogs can do a leap attack, which takes them out of the fight until they come back down and step on you. They don't do very much damage with their attack either. But if one of them leaps, all of them leap, so the sooner you can get rid of them, the less likely you are to get killed by their leap attack. But again, they do like 200 hit points damage at this point, maybe less. There he goes. And there I go. Nothing we can do till he comes back. And look at that. Poor Shadow's like, oh, I have nothing to step on, so I guess I'll just come back. Anytime now. There he is. Yeah, see, very little damage. Bye-bye. Alright, so let's see. We need to go to... Where are we going? Nikea. The bastard merger of Nike and IKEA, which made its own town. I can't remember where that is. Let me look at a map real quick. It is not here, but that is something we need to do in the near future. It's at the mouth of the Serpent Trench, right here. Land. Alright, we're going to save. Because we're going to try something that could be a little bit risky. And if it doesn't work, we can always just go into this fight with a standard loadout for all the characters. We're going to use Shadow to turn every party member into an imp. We're going to change the status, or the location of every character, make sure they're up front. And we're going to give every one of them, and I don't think Optimize works to give them the better equipment here, it does not, all of their equipment for being an imp. Now look at that attack and defense. 255. That is the max. Magic defense, 233. Even if a spell does manage to hit them, it's going to do very little damage. And look at the evasion stats, 58 and 39. Those are incredible at this point. Same thing here. We're going to... Well, we're going to take off the Genji glove for this fight. We'll give him Hyper Wrist. Something that boosts your strength or your attack damage, basically. We're going to give him same equipment. He doesn't benefit quite as much for magic defense, but he's still way, way beyond what you would really need to worry about going into this fight. Okay, and go. So his defense, even with all the equipment, does not reach 255, but we're probably going to be fine either way. We'll go ahead and use some potions to top everyone off if they need it. You can't go to the inn. If you go to the inn, it'll cure the imp status that we just put on everyone. Alright. Let's go ahead and head into town. Just a group of turtles looking to catch a ride. Come on, out of the way. Out of the way! You're making me one very angry turtle. Alright. Go down the steps. How do I get to the ship? There we go. Alright, did this the long way. Whatever. Alright, we're gonna save right here. Do a save state. Just in case. This ferry's bound for South Figaro. Oh, did she not do it? Alright, try again. Go. Go, man. And somewhere in between we should get in a fight. I don't know if you see a sprite or... Oh. You don't see a sprite, but you do get into a fight here. I don't know who's talking here. Maybe Locke.
What's going on? Is that some kind of sea monster? Oh no! We're gonna be pulled under.
Whee! And here we go. So Leviathan does mostly water-based attacks. And again, the equipment we put on every character defends against water-based attacks. Now the good news is apparently the dragoon boots and dragon horn both still work. So the leap attack that Shadow did, not only is it still going to do multiple hits, but because he's using a pike... Oh, okay, it didn't. It just worked the one time. But because he's using a pike, it will hit for even more damage. See, none of this is working. He can't hurt us. We can hurt him just fine. Thank you, Go-Go. You went up. I need you to stay up in the air. Up, up, up. Nothing. Oh, that's got to be so annoying for him. He desperately wants to kill us and he just can't do it. It's not working. Big hit. This enemy only has 32,000 hit points, so this won't take very long. Popping him for 1,500 hit points with standard attacks, and jump attacks are doing twice that. Again, this is a fight that only occurs in the updated versions of Final Fantasy VI. The Game Boy Advance version has it. I believe this one might have appeared in... I don't think the Pixel Remaster has this fight, but I think the PlayStation 1 version did. I might be wrong. I think the mobile version of the game does have this as well. There we go. Fight over. Super easy. If you have the imp equipment, this is just a super easy fight. So it took maybe an hour and a half of me grinding to get the equipment in order to complete that fight. Well worth the time investment just to make it a pushover. Is everyone all right? I'm going to assume Shadow's talking here. And they just chuck a magicite at you.
Look, it turned into magicite.
Tamed Leviathan magicite. Now, the nice thing about Leviathan magicite, let's go ahead and take a look at it real quick. It teaches you Flood. Flood is a multi-target attack, and it is the only spell you can learn in the entire game, standard spell, black magic, that does water-based damage. So if you don't have a rage or the lore spell that allow you to do water damage, now you can give every character in the game a spell that does water damage. Alright, so we finished our fight. I think we're just going to head right back to Nikea because we need to get back to the airship. And we can try to get one more of the legendary fights. The bosses that aren't dragons. There is one that's in a desert. I gotta remember where the desert is in order to do it first. This one may take a little bit more time than we're gonna have before the end of the episode, so we may just head there, start doing the fights, and then in the next episode pick right back up. Can I leave this way? No, I can't. I can leave this way. See ya. Alright, so we can cure everyone of their imp status real quick. And go ahead and re-equip everyone. Oh, and we're going to put his Genji glove back on. And put a circlet on you. And optimize a circlet on you. So we probably won't need the imp equipment for the rest of the game. I don't know if there's any more fights that are exclusively water-based attacks, so probably will never need that again. I would have thought someone would have had a Genji, or not a Genji, but a red cap as part of their equipment. Oh, let's put the dragon horn back on. Didn't realize I hadn't put it back on yet. Not a big deal, we haven't needed it. And formation, let's put you back in the back row. The wing edge is a ranged weapon, so he can attack from the back row and do the same amount of damage, so might as well. Alright, last thing. We need to find where the desert is. Let me see. That has the next big boss we want to fight. Alright, so we want to get to Miranda. And Miranda is... Where is Miranda? Oh! Just to the east of the Opera House. So let's go ahead and head that way. And I think this might be something you have to trigger by talking to the people in town before it happens. They'll mention that there is a gigantic cactuar in the desert near the town. And once you talk to him about that, I believe if it doesn't immediately trigger the fight with it, it'll give you the option of finding him after a certain number of fights with the cactuars. Do you know what a cactuar is? I'd been hunting the little varmints last time I was out in the desert when all of a sudden a huge one attacked me. A monster of that size has to have some good treasure. I'd bet my right eye on it. Okay, we've already talked to him once about this. So this could be a very tricky fight, and we may want to swap out a party member here. In particular, I think we're going to get rid of... I'm going to say we're going to get rid of probably Locke. We're going to put in Sabin. The reason for that is the blitz attack actually counts as a physical that you cannot block. And cactuars have very high evasion, so you want characters doing attacks that they cannot block. Jump attacks cannot be blocked. Blitzes cannot be blocked. The only person who's really going to be a weakness here is probably Cyan, if he does manage to hit. And we can actually affect that by using Sniper Eye. So now physical attacks never miss. So that should give us enough equipment, or at least the right dispersal of equipment, that everyone will have the ability to hit the cactuars when they appear. Let's go ahead and equip Sabin. Very good. And relics, we give him Hero's Ring. And Miracle Shoes. And we don't need that. I'll give him... We don't have another Sniper Eye, do we? No, but that shouldn't matter. Let's give him... Not sure. I guess we could give him a Hero's Ring. Oh, forgot to mention, in between episodes I did go up to the dinosaur forest and fight a couple of the Tyrannosauruses up there to try to get the impartisan weapons, While I was there, I did get in a fight with one of the Brachiosaurs, and I managed to kill it, which rewarded me with a Celestriad. The Celestriad reduces the MP cost of all magic that you use to 1 point. So this is kind of an end game super relic that you can give to all your magic users and make it so that they can do the most expensive attacks and healing for almost nothing. We're not going to put that on him, though. We're going to give him... I think we'll give him a Hero's Ring. Why not? Alright, and let's double check what Sabin's Esper was. Oh, no, come on. Stop it. He was... Oh, he was doing Midgar Sormer. Yep, right there. And are you still learning? Yes. You're a long way to go, I bet. Yep. Alright. So that is about as good as we can set up the fight against Cactuars. Cactuars are extremely fast enemies. They dodge just about everything you do to attack them. When you do hit, they'll do their 1,000 Needles attack, which does 1,000 hit points damage every time it connects. We'll go ahead and save. Let's see if we can't at least get into one fight with the Cactuar. The giant one, I again think you have to fight a certain number of Cactuars in order to fight. Unfortunately, in addition to the Cactuars, you also fight Slagworms here, and they can be very difficult to kill. One hit point damage each time. I think this will do standard hit damage. Oh yeah, look at that. That's why you want Gogo and Sabin in this fight. You also get a ton of money and AP for doing that, so we're going to learn whatever we're working on very quickly right now. We're going to save state this just in case we get into the big fight and we get wiped out very quickly. I don't remember how hard it is to kill the giant Cactuar. There's a Slagworm. I think he can sneeze us out of the fight. Or he can do that, and that sucks pretty bad as well. It's over. Wow, those guys give you a ton of money as well. And 5 AP is nothing to sneeze at. So you're done. Gonna do the super slow one right now because it's probably going to get learned very quickly while we're here. Yeah, we want to heal up somebody. I'll tell you what. I think we can use a tent right here in the middle of the desert. Yes, we can. I'm going to say it's 10 fights with Cactuars before the big one shows up, so we've only done one. I'll see if we can't do this before the end of the episode. Just grind out the Cactuars. And, ooh. I don't know if this hits everyone or just two... Nope, it hits everyone. And he did it twice, you dick. Oh, Cyan, you're in trouble, buddy. Dead. Thank you. We'll go ahead and make Shadow heal everyone. Now, of course, if you're really worried about getting a hit on a Cactuar in one of these fights, you can also, I believe, use magic, but I don't know if that's a guaranteed hit either. Just going to end it real fast. There we go. Should be over now. Fight over. 2 down, 8 to go. Assuming that is what we have to do. We should save. Third fight. Fight over. How close are you? You gotta be real close. Oh, yeah. You just started, but you should be like 25. Yeah. Alright. Oh! I walked out of the desert. Should be over now. It's over. That's 4. Save again. Just in case it's 5. I really don't remember. Nope, not this guy. If you do mimic before anyone else has done an attack, I believe Go-Go just does a standard physical attack. Done. Making a ton of money right now. Good lord. Start of the episode, I only had 4,000 gil. Now I have over 100,000. Doing pretty good on the money front right now. Another slagworm. Don't! Botched. Uh-oh. Don't do it twice. Damn it. Cyan might have just died. Yep. Unfortunately, without that extra defensive bonus from wearing a shield, he's really suffering in these fights. Alright, so Sabin knows a spell that he'll probably never use because it hits everybody. I don't know why they made that choice. Curaga, which we can learn from not Ragnarok, but Phoenix. Yeah, let's go and put that on. You're still learning everything you had. Shell, Dispel. And, oh, we gotta revive poor Cyan there. do a quick save state real quick. Oh, get back in the desert, dummy. Shoot. I don't want to fight you anymore. I can come back and play with you another time, buddy. We're here on a mission. I always love getting a chance to just mimic a blitz attack because it cuts out the middleman. You don't have to do any of the special inputs. You just hit mimic and he'll do it. Alright, if he's done with Dispel, he can learn Shell from Zone of Seeker real fast. Trying to remember if Sandstorm is an earth-based attack. If that is the case, Gaia Gear would help me out, but he can't put it on. So it doesn't matter. Come on, guys. Don't. I might have botched it again. Oh, Cyan. What is your other hand? Oh yeah, we gotta have that on. At least in the short term, I would love to put Miracle Shoes back on him. Get up in the sky for me. Done. Fight over. Thank you, Ichigeki. Alright, Shadow's done with his next one. That fast. Let's give him that one. That's fine. And I think you're still a long way to go. Yes. And you might be getting close. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cactuars. I need cactuars. There we go. Fight's over. It almost feels like cheating doing a blitz, but I didn't design the game. If they didn't want me to fight them, they shouldn't have made it that easy. Number 6. Done. Oh, we just learned a whole bunch of them. Alright, so now he knows the level 3 fire attack. As little as he's ever actually going to use it. And I think I just learned a bunch of stuff for Phantom, didn't I? Yeah, I learned Gravity. And Freet. We're real close, but it's not quite done yet. Alright, so 6 down, 4 to go. Assuming this is how you do it. Oh, crap. Cyan just died. Oh, yeah. You're a jerk. Cactuar. There we go. Don't need to do all that. It's over already. Alright. A whole bunch of people learned stuff. 7 down, 3 to go. He's done. Yep. So if you want to power level your magic learning, this is the best place to come. Even if you don't get in a fight with Cactuar, the Slagworms teach you stuff very fast as well. Drain is done. Go ahead and do Dispel. Alright, 3 fights to go. I think it's over already. Oh, come on. Quit killing my Cyan. Dead. Ooh, and a little exclamation point on the end. Alright, healed up. Cactuar. Oh, the fight. All right, here we go. Again, I think this is another enemy with really high evasion, so your best bet is blitzes, unblockable hits, get Shadow up in the air so he can't be hit by the Thousand Needle attack. Or that. Not much damage there, and he's dead. Oh boy, am I done here? Is he just gonna whoop our ass that easy? He is! Alright, heal yourself right now, buddy. Oh, Shadow! Heal yourself. I don't know if Sabin knows Arise, we can see. Magic, he does know Arise, so we can get someone up. And Shadow, get up in the air right now. Don't hit him again. Oh boy, this is a brutal fight. Dead. Oh, good block. Just jump. You gotta get in the air. You gotta get in the air. This is such a brutal fight. Just do a hit. We gotta do a hit. There's no guarantee we're gonna make it out of this fight alive. Dead. He's dead. Oh, Shadow. And now Science dead. Look at all these 1,000 needles. I think that was the end of the fight because he died. It was the end of the fight, but it doesn't matter because we lost. Yeah, the party has fallen. Crap. I think we just lost all of our progress there. All right, so we see the challenge that is laid out before us. Unfortunately, he's going to do that blast of 1,000 needle attack. The only way that we're really going to be able to avoid it is literally getting someone up in the air when we finish the fight. So we need to have Sabin and Gogo alive to do their last hits. If they're not alive, then Cyan's not really going to be able to carry the weight there. Let's do this. Put a red cap on Sabin, because the only attack that's really happening is that 1,000 needles or knockdown. Knockdown's going to kill him no matter what. 1,000 needle, or the red cap will put him over the 3,000 hit point mark, which should help mitigate some of the problems that we're running into. I have no idea where the count was before we died there, because I hadn't saved recently. Well, easy way to find out is see what our spells are at. I was still learning Midgar Sormer. Oh boy. Well, wait. We just saved. Let's do this. Load state. That's even further off. No, it's not. It's not. All right. Well, we're still learning spells here, but this is better than where we were before. Yeah. Okay. We'll go ahead and put the red cap on him again. And heal up. Alright, well, I'll do a quick save again. Good. I'm gonna have to quick save after every single one of these fights until we get to the point where we're fighting the giant cactuar. Yep. And where are you at? You're done, aren't you? No, you're not. Alright. I don't know what the count was. Uh-oh. Oh, we're at it. Alright. Right into it. And he's already being a dick. Oh, damn it, dude. Of all the times to botch. Dead. And Sabin's dead. God, this is a brutal fight. That ain't gonna be enough. Dead. This is futile. I'm not going to get it done on this one. The second he wiped out Sabin, I lost most of my defensive prowess. Dead. Nice block. Just keep jumping, I guess. Maybe that'll work. Nice block. Take the hit. Take the hit. It might be over. Let me get up, let me get up, let me get up. It's over. Alright, load state. God, this is brutal. Jump, attack, attack. Can I save? Thank you. Save state. And there's the fight. Unfortunately, I think I just caught myself in a jam there. Just get in the air, Shadow. Get in the air. We might be able to survive this if you're off the ground when we do the final hit. Alright, I think we might have the timing on this right. So, skip, skip. No, it's not gonna work. Damn it. He's gonna finish the fight, but then the Cactuar is gonna do those 1,000 needle moves 10 times. It's over, you dick. Alright, load state right into the fight again. Ow. That's fine, we just need you off the ground so we can do 2 Phantom Rushes, hopefully get a 3rd in, and then it's over. Duh. Shadow? Oh, thank you. And now he's gonna die. Just jump, buddy. Jump, 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 jump. Get up, get up. There we go. I think that's it. That might be it. If this was enough to do 30,000, we got Shadow in the air. Fight's over. We won. We didn't do enough. Damn it! No, it's not gonna matter. It doesn't matter. It's not. He's gonna get killed immediately. 1,000 needles. You dick. Come on, man. Oh, this is so... Alright, I think we're gonna stop here. We might have to come back later when we have more health for multiple people in the party. The only other way we can mitigate this, which unfortunately I can't do because the save state happened right in the middle of the next fight, would be to put green berets on everyone. Turn. Let's go ahead and save. Alright. This is probably the hardest fight in the game because of the massive counterattack that he does every single time you do your attack. Unfortunately, it makes it a really brutal, frustrating fight. And there's not a lot you can do to mitigate it because there is no way to stop Thousand Needles from hitting, as far as I know. So we'll have to come back to it. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the next one. That's going to do it for episode 29 of my Final Fantasy VI extended look / complete playthrough. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.